In a bold move that could reshape public health policy, Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida has announced the creation of a state-level commission aimed at redefining how health decisions are made. The initiative, called the Make America Healthy Again (MAHA) Commission, promises to challenge long-standing practices, including the elimination of all vaccine mandates in the state. But here's where it gets controversial. While some applaud this as a triumph for personal freedom, others warn it might put communities at risk. So what does this mean for Floridians, and who's right? Let's dive into the details. On September 3, 2025, Governor DeSantis unveiled the MAHA Commission during a press conference held in Valrico, Florida. This new body is modeled after a similar federal effort led by Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy, Jr., which seeks to scrutinize issues like processed foods, pesticides, and other factors impacting health. However, Florida's version goes further by vowing to dismantle vaccine requirements entirely, a step that has sparked heated debate across the nation. Leading the charge will be First Lady Casey DeSantis and Lieutenant Governor Jay Collins, who will serve as co-chairs of the commission. Joining them is Florida Surgeon General Dr. Joseph Ladapo, along with a diverse group of experts specializing in various aspects of health and medicine. According to Governor DeSantis, the commission will operate under principles such as informed consent, parental rights, and promoting access to clean, nutritious food. "We've already done a lot," DeSantis stated confidently. "I don't think there's any state that has come close to what we've achieved." During the announcement, Dr. Ladapo took center stage, declaring that the Florida Department of Health, in collaboration with Governor DeSantis, plans to end every single vaccine mandate currently in place. As he repeated the phrase, "every last one of them," the audience erupted into applause, giving him a standing ovation. Under current regulations, children attending both public and private schools in Florida must receive vaccinations against diseases like measles, polio, tetanus, and chickenpox. But according to Ladapo, these mandates infringe upon individual liberties. "It's wrong, it's immoral," he asserted passionately. "They do not have the right to dictate what you or your children put into your bodies." And this is the part most people miss. While proponents of the decision celebrate it as a win for autonomy, critics fear it could open the door to serious consequences. Public health officials warn that reducing vaccination rates, even slightly, could lead to outbreaks of preventable diseases. For example, Dr. Michael Teng, an immunologist at the University of South Florida, explained that if vaccine coverage drops too low, viruses can adapt over time, rendering existing vaccines less effective. He cited real-world examples, such as a measles outbreak in Texas involving nearly 800 cases, and another in Rockland County, New York, with over 300 cases in 2019. Both areas had lower than average vaccination rates at the time. The American Academy of Pediatrics, AAP, also voiced strong concerns about the potential fallout from this policy shift. In a statement released shortly after the announcement, the organization emphasized the importance of vaccines in keeping schools safe and healthy. They pointed out that when kids gather in classrooms, playgrounds, and cafeterias, contagious illnesses can spread rapidly. By ensuring that nearly all students are vaccinated, schools create a protective barrier known as herd immunity, which helps shield vulnerable individuals who cannot get vaccinated due to medical reasons. Without this safeguard, the AAP argues, more children will fall ill, leading to missed school days, lost wages for parents, and broader economic impacts. Dr. Rana Alyssa, president of the Florida chapter of the AAP, echoed these sentiments, stressing that vaccines are not just about individual protection, but community well-being. She warned that weakening vaccine policies would increase the likelihood of disease outbreaks, creating ripple effects throughout local communities. Reversing vaccine mandates won't happen overnight, however. Some laws would need legislative approval, particularly those related to hepatitis and chickenpox. Yet, certain newer mandates exist only as rules issued by the Florida Department of Health, meaning Dr. Ladapo could repeal them unilaterally. When asked about potential backlash from his peers in the medical field, Governor DeSantis shrugged off criticism, saying, "That's really what courage is all about." So what happens next? While vaccines will remain available and pediatricians will still recommend them, the removal of mandates represents a seismic shift in Florida's approach to public health. Dr. Teng noted that many doctors today were born after vaccines became widespread in the U.S., making this a unique moment in history. This is a really different type of escalation in anti-vaccine rhetoric, he observed. As Florida embarks on this unprecedented path, questions linger. Is prioritizing individual choice worth the potential risks to public health? Or should governments retain the authority to enforce measures designed to protect the greater good? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you agree with Governor DeSantis' vision? Or do you side with the skeptics? Share your opinions in the comments below.